Oliver North is going to weigh in on trading anything for hostages. Can you believe that? You got to be kidding me, right? You remember, of course, Oliver North did Iran-Contra, where the Reagan administration traded arms to Iran for hostages. Now, before we get to that, though, let's start with the idea of what the Obama administration thought the reaction was going to be to Bo Bergdahl's release, because this is funny. Watch this.
What's caught the White House off guard here, they were expecting criticisms of Gitmo, criticisms of the detainees that were chosen. They did not expect this criticism of the attempt to go get Bergdahl in the way that it was done. And that appears to be what's caught them off guard. And that's why I think they look like they're on their back feet on this one. And Sunday, I think they thought there would be some euphoria around this, that the only POW that was remaining in Afghanistan, that there would be a rally around the flag. That didn't happen.
They thought there was going to be euphoria. Really? About anything Obama did. Euphoria. Here's the euphoria that greeted them. For example, a tweet from Representative Steve King. Susan Rice lied to American people again. Bergdahl, quote, taken in battle. Looks like both sides, swappies and negotiators, are working for Al-Qaeda. He's saying the Obama administration is working for Al-Qaeda. Does that sound like euphoria to you? Okay, now let me show you more Republicans in a state of euphoria, including Oliver.
Every soldier who's on the ground should be a little upset by this. I know I am.
Sure, and it could inspire the Taliban to kidnap a bunch of people to get KSM out.
Threatening the lives of every single American by what they've done. Think about this. Every American traveling, doesn't matter if you're going to Denmark or Dubai, every American is now vulnerable to being grabbed and turned into a hostage.
Well, what are they thinking now? What's it going to take to get Khalid Sheikh Mohammed out? How big of a citizen do we have to grab?
Okay, first of all, he wasn't a citizen. He was a U.S. soldier in the middle of a war. So this is the dumbest talking point there is. And that's a tough title to capture. You see, the Taliban are trying to capture all of our soldiers in Afghanistan because we're fighting them. Better yet, they're trying to kill them, because you see what they're doing is they're shooting at one another. It's called a war. Now this will encourage the Taliban to try to kill or capture our troops. They didn't need any encouragement. They viewed us as invading their country. That's why they've been fighting us for 12 years. It's not like, oh wow, hey guys, you think we should start fighting them now? They've had a dozen years to do that. They're still doing it. It's not like before they were like, oh, we got an American soldier. Should we just let him go? When's the last time that happened? Look, they have great difficulty in capturing our soldiers, thank God. But the idea that now the Taliban is encouraged is insanity. It's ridiculous. What did you think was happening in Afghanistan? Patty cakes? But speaking of ridiculous, we're going to go to the ultimate champion of ridiculousness in Oliver North. So he's going to go on a bunch of conservative talk stations here, such as they are. And I can't believe he has the nerve to say this. Watch this.
Well, somebody needs to ask the question of this administration. Was there a ransom? I'm talking about a fiscal, financial, money transaction in this. All of these events begin the same way. A transaction of some kind, proof of life, and then verification that the people you're talking to can actually deliver. I've been there, done that more times than I care to talk about. And the world knows it. Okay, was there a ransom paid? Did the government of the United States, either directly or indirectly, finance a terrorist organization that is a criminal enterprise?
All right, so first of all, just pull that out of his ass. There's no evidence at all. Until Oliver North said it, no one had even hinted at of any ransom, any money, just pure fabrication. No evidence, right? So no one's surprised by this. Second of all, now, as he said there in the middle, he acknowledges, well, the world knows that I would know a thing or two about this, because he's the one that was deeply involved in the arms for hostages deal. In fact, he got convicted. Later, it was overturned on technicalities. But here's what he gave in terms of a ransom. So he knows how to do this, right? In order to get hostages back, he, on August 20th of 85, I don't want to read all the dates here, I've shown this to you before, but look at these hundreds of missiles that he gave the kidnappers. Eventually this went to Iran, because Iran was involved in kidnapping our soldiers. Here, go to the second one. It keeps going and going. All of this Oliver North gift wrap. You know what was the organization that kidnapped our citizens in that case? The Islamic Jihad organization. Those are the guys that Oliver North rewarded. And you know what happened, by the way, after we got our hostages back? They kidnapped more hostages. So yes, Oliver North would know a thing or two about that. But that was not a prisoner swap in the middle of a war. We were actually, in that case, literally negotiating with terrorists. Oliver North is the guy who basically invented it. Now he's blaming the Obama administration for doing a prisoner swap? I mean, these guys know no shame. No shame whatsoever. Now watch him make up more ridiculous allegations.
A criminal enterprise called the Akani Network.
Right.
And someone is paid an enormous ransom, not just the 5, which is bad, but worse yet, someone paid a ransom, whether the Qataris paid it or some big oil sheikh or somebody used our petrodollars, but there was a ransom paid in cash for each one of them. My guess, somewhere in the round numbers of $5 or $6 million to get Bergdahl free.
Wow.
I know that the offer that was on the table before was close to $1 million.
The offer was $1 million. I know it. What's your evidence of that? I know it. Okay. But now I think the offer was $5 to $6 million. Based on what? Basically, what he's saying is that's what I would have paid. I remember when I used to negotiate with terrorists all the time, and I would give them all these goodies. Would I have given them $5 million? Hell yeah, I would have. So I come on here and complain about President Obama. He is literally the last guy on earth who should be talking about this. And with no shame whatsoever, they put him on like, cool, you see that? Oliver North, expert on the issue, telling us what Obama did is wrong. There is no end to them, man. You go to the bottom of the barrel, and then they always go a little lower, and that's where you find Oliver North.